Affordable wigs, can they really look as good as their expensive counterparts? Today I am bringing you a review of this wig, which is luxurious by the Wig Company, and this wig retails for about $100, but it has a lot of features that you would normally find in a very expensive wig. Can this wig compete with expensive designer brands? Let's find out. Welcome to The Wiggy Woman, where I give you wig and hair topper reviews and tutorials to help you have the easiest path forward on your hair loss journey. The Wig Company is a website that sells wigs, and they also have their own line of affordable wigs that you can get for around $100 for kind of the highest end of their wig line.
So I was provided Luxurious by the Wig Company, which is part of their Statements collection. And I chose this wig because it's an affordable synthetic wig, but it's loaded with lots of features that you would normally find on much more expensive designer synthetic wigs. This is an affordable lace front synthetic wig, but it also has a monofilament part for a natural hairline and scalp.
This wig costs hundreds of dollars less than a designer synthetic wig that would have similar features. So, can this affordable wig keep up? We're gonna find out today.
So let's start by looking under the cap. So here you will see that lace front. It is not a full temple to temple lace front, and you'll also see the hand-tied monofilament part line. You'll also catch a glimpse of the ear tabs here, which are lined with velvet, as well as the extended nape here at the back, which work kind of like a built-in wig grip band to try to keep your wig secure without having to have anything additional added to it. There are Velcro adjusters so that you can also customize the fit, and the cap is pretty stretchy, so the idea behind this would be to give you a more secure and comfortable fit that doesn't require glue, adhesives, wig grip band, etc. So now let's take an up close look at this color. This is F18101, and this is like a cool platinum blonde shade that has some golden highlights, and you'll notice that it is not a rooted shade. Now it's time to put it on and talk about the styling. So this is a traditional synthetic wig. It is not heat friendly, and the fibers are very, very straight, which means that this is going to stay very, very straight even after washing. You're not going to need to take a flat iron or anything to it. It comes just about my shoulders, and I do have an 8.5-inch measurement from my forehead to my chin. So it might hit you a little bit differently if your head is a little bit longer or shorter than that. This is right out of the package. I have not done any of my tips and tricks for making a synthetic wig look more natural, but for an affordable synthetic wig, there is really no tangling in this at all, and that is really great for a affordable synthetic wig because sometimes those fibers can be dry and tangly, but they are actually very, very soft, and they feel extremely realistic given the price point of this wig. The hair is soft, it's silky, and while I haven't washed it yet, I do feel like this is a very, very natural feeling fiber. It does have quite a bit of shine on it, so I will probably want to do some of my tips for making a synthetic wig look more natural, along with this part line. If you've seen some of my videos, you'll know that I like my part to be a little bit more sparse than this, but it is a monofilament side part. So I can't change where the part is, but it does have a lot of potential in terms of the realism in this part line. You'll also notice that there are permatease fibers. There's a little bit of volume, a little bit of poof here right to the left of the part line, and that is from those perma-lift fibers that give the wig extra body and volume. I'm not a fan of poofy wigs, so I feel like this was really well done actually. And now I'm going to turn around and show you the back. This is in front of a bright LED light that does sometimes give off a warmer cast, but I tried to offset that by using the bright sunshine and natural light from this window. I didn't do the greatest job of securing my ponytail, so try not to mind that poof in the back. That's not the wig, that's just me. This is a relatively low density wig, so you'll see as I pick up the fibers here that you can see a little bit of that open wefting. which could be visible on a windy day if you're not careful. So again, that bump in the back, it's not box hair. It's just my inability to secure my ponytail, but I wanted to be able to show you 360 degrees of this wig. Taking a look at this hairline, I was very pleasantly surprised given the fact that this is a very affordable synthetic wig. It looks really, really natural. And then I'm going to get in here really closely and I'm going to show you this part line again. I have a 22-inch circumference head, which is relatively average. And if I have the fibers down, you don't really see it. But this wig is hitting me kind of right where a lot of wigs do because I have this low sideburn here. So I wish I would have selected a rooted shade because for me, rooted shades are a little bit functional. So I don't get totally full coverage, and the lace front is not temple to temple, so I would not recommend trying to wear this wig up in an updo or much off of the face beyond where it is styled already. So now let's put that velvet lined stretch ribbon lace to the test, and I'm going to give it a really good shake. This is without any additional wig grip band or adhesives, and it stayed on really well, actually. I would feel totally fine wearing this to work without any kind of glue or adhesive.
So if you watched my video on what makes wigs for women's hair loss so expensive, you'll remember that I had a little triangle that kind of brought together quality, time, and price. So this wig is very good quality. The fibers are really nice. They look kind of shiny in front of this ring light that I have, but I'm also in front of a window in, in bright sunshine. But the fibers are like a normal amount of shine. And the part line is really, really nice, but I personally like my part lines to be a little bit more set off than that. So some wigs I just take right out of the box, and they're perfectly fine. I don't really have to do a lot of tips and tricks to them. But those wigs are very, very expensive and they cost hundreds of dollars. I haven't done any of my tips and tricks to make a synthetic wig look more realistic, but in that triangle, good quality, affordable price. It's not the cheapest, but it's not the most expensive. But a little bit of time, if you put a little bit of effort into, really bringing out this part line and using some dry shampoo on these fibers to kind of tame down the shine a little bit, this is a very, very good value for a synthetic wig. I did put a link today to this exact wig as well as my favorite synthetic hair care accessories down in the description below. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more reviews of affordable wigs like this one, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you never miss a wig or hair topper review or tutorial that's posted weekly. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.